Hello and welcome everyone, this is Adam from Critical Impact Gaming. Today I have a Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee Wi-Fi battle for you against Tyler. This is actually probably be my last, if not one of my last Let's Go battles for you. So let's make this a pretty interesting and good fun one for you. So my opponent's going to lead off with the shiny Rhydon. I'm going to lead off with my Moltres just because I want to get off the momentum with the U-turn. And yeah, that's actually going to a relatively hefty chunk. I need to keep that in mind for later on. So I'm just going to switch out into my Critical Impact Gaming Sea King over here. I'm just going to threaten him out with the obvious waterfall here, or I could set up with the agility, but I feel like it's a little bit too early to set up, so I'm just going to play it safe and go for the waterfall after analyzing his team a little bit more. My opponent is actually going to be able to get up the Stealth Rocks, so that's kind of unfortunate for me, seeing as I do have the Moltres, which is 4 times weak to Stealth Rocks, and can only survive 2 turns coming into it. So I'm going to have to be really careful with my Moltres later on. I do just go for the safe waterfall, as I said, and he switches out into Zapdos, which takes it relatively nicely. It's only going to take, I'd say, between, yeah, probably like 30%. Yeah, that's right around 30%. So I'm going to switch out into my Nidoking because I know he's going to either go for the Thunderbolt or play safe like me and go for a U-turn. He does go for a Thunderbolt, so I'm able to absorb that since I am the ground type being immune to electric attacks. And I'm just going to go for the Poison Jab as he is actually the timid nature being able to outspeed me. Or actually, you know what, he doesn't even have to be timid, he can be modest and outspeed. But either way, he's going to outspeed me and go for the U-turn and go out into his Starmie. So I actually get a pretty big hit off here with a Poison Jab, which is very nice for me. And I am lucky enough to score the poison against his Starmie. So if this thing can take just one more good hit from any one of my Pokemon, then I'll be good to go. Let's see, I think I just go out into my, what do I do, Electrode? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and check out my my Executor, but I'm thinking he could have Ice Beam. I don't want to go for that. Pretty much just because if all else fails, I want to be able to have my Executor around to take care of his Rhydon later. So I'm going to send out the Electrode finally, and he's going to set up, what was that? I believe that was a Reflect or a Light Screen. Sorry, I didn't even see. Probably your Light Screen. But I'm just going to go ahead and set up my own screen now, and my opponent's just going to be able to take that poison damage and switch out into his Rhydon, probably just predicting the Thunderbolts, which is fine because, like I said, I just get my screen, so it's nice and safe for me. I think right now I'm going to go for my Reflect as opposed to my Foul Play. Foul Play may have been the better move, but Reflect was definitely helpful in this match for me. So I'm gonna be able to take at least one Earthquake from his stab Rhydon, but he actually ends up going for the Dragon Tail, so that's kind of surprising for me. I definitely thought he would just go for the stab Earthquake, but maybe he's just predicting me switching Moltres so he could just take it out on the next entry due to the Stealth Rocks, which is fine because I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake. We're both pretty powerful Mons, but he's way more bulky than me. The only reason why I survived this Earthquake mirror match is because I have the Reflect up. So I'm going to be able to outspeed, thankfully, and because, well, I mean, Nidoking a pretty fast Pokemon in this, well, you know, Let's Go, I should say, because this is kind of technically Generation 7.5 since it has Melmetal. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and outspeed and go for the Earthquake, but he's going to switch on to Starmie because he has plans for his Rhydon later. So that's definitely fine by me because I'm just going to kill it. That's one huge threat out of the way, so good job Nidoking. The Light Screen will run out this turn because there's no Light Clay in this game, so that's kind of sucky. But his main special threat is actually out of the way in the form of Starmie, and he only has a Zapdos left, really, that I know of because I haven't seen the rest of the team yet. Well, I mean, I did during the team preview, but you guys haven't. So now I'm going to go for the Earthquake one more time because I know he's just going to finish me off with the Ice Shard, but he doesn't. He just goes for the Sword Stance. A little bit greedy there on his part, but it looks like he's just trying to get a mid-game sweep right here. Looks like, oh, I guess both of our Light Screens wear off. So I'm going to go for the Earthquake one more time because obviously he's going to go for the Ice Shard. I really have no choice. I'm not going to switch out and take residual damage with something else. So he's just, or actually, yeah, my Reflect wears off, and I'm going to go into my Church's Chicken right here. Great name, by the way. And I'm just going to go ahead and threaten him out with the Flamethrower. But I'm actually going to play a little bit smart and go for the Roost instead. Seeing as how I'm pretty confident I should be able to take at least 1+2 Ice Shard and still roost off all that damage, bring me back to at least 55 or so percent. And my opponent's actually going to take a minute or two to decide what they want to do, which is perfectly fine. Honestly, this is a pretty critical moment in the battle. So, my opponent's going to end up switching out because he don't want to risk that damage calc. Seeing as how I definitely should be able to live the +2 Ice Shard, he doesn't want to risk it. That's fine though. I'm just gonna roost up back all the way up to full HP, and I believe I just go for U-turn because I'm not sure if Flamethrower will kill or not. But after this turn, I'm not really going to worry about the Rhydon too much because with all the residual chip damage I've been dealing to him, it really shouldn't be a problem when it comes back in later on after taking some Stealth Rock damage. It should go down to any one of my Pokemon's attacks. So I'm going to go out into my Electromite, hoping that he's going to go for a Rock Slide, and I'm thinking that I should live. But I don't, so that kind of sucks. That just means I won't be able to get my Reflect, which I kind of need for the remainder of his team. So I'm just going to go out into my Seaking now, and I actually make a very crucial misplay right here. I completely negate the fact that he has the Dragon Tail, which he has already shown me. So you could call this move kind of me being a little bit greedy or stupid, whichever works. It's kind of the same thing in this situation. So I'm just going to select the Agility, hoping to just get that sweep. But as you can see, I am able to at least get the +2 up. But it doesn't even matter because my opponent's just going to Dragon Tail me out. It's alright though, because here's where things get a little bit more interesting. So he's going to Dragon Tail me out into my Clefable, which I haven't brought out yet in this battle. And I'm going to take this opportunity to go for Stealth Rocks because I know I should be able to live at least one Earthquake, barring a critical hit, of course. So I'm going to accept my Stealth Rocks as my opponent's just going to take a little bit longer time. This is why I really hate the fact that they got rid of versus recorders in all games past Sun and Moon. It's really terrible. But yeah, as you see there, he goes for Dragon Tail. I'm not sure if that was a misclick or if he just forgot the fact that Clefable is now half fairy. So that works out for me either way, because now I can just outspeed him. Knowing that I can outspeed him, I just take him out with a Moonblast. So that is a huge threat out of the way. Even though it was pretty low on HP, I could just kill it with my Moltres or with my Seaking. But I really just don't want to take that extra Stealth Rock damage. So that definitely works out for me. My opponent's thinking I don't know what he wants to bring out now. And he's going to finally reveal the Beedrill, which is going to be obviously his Mega. I have nothing to take a Poison Jab and live another turn, so I'm just going to have to sack my Clefable. But on the off chance that he just wants to go for like maybe an X-Scissor predicting the Executor, I'm going to stay in and go for the Fire Blast. But he's smart and just goes for the Poison Jab, which, I mean, a Poison Jab would be a 2-hit KO on my Executor anyway, so that's why I'm just staying in and sacking my Titania. So now I'm going to go back out into Church's Chicken one more time. Things really aren't looking too good for me. If he Poison Jabs me and gets a max damage roll or even gets a poison, then I could definitely lose the rest of this battle. So I'm going to go, let's see, I think I Flamethrower as he just U-turns, so that's cool. That just means that he's going to take another 25% when he comes in. And whatever he wants to bring in is just going to be able to take a Flamethrower to the face, whether it be his Alolan, Sandslash, his Zapdos, or his final Pokemon, which is yet to be revealed. So he does end up bringing out Zapdos, which is actually kind of funny because, you know, legendary birds. Turns out Moltres is actually stronger than Zapdos in this specific scenario. So now that's gonna even things up a little bit more, bringing the score down to 3-3 in even favor rather than 3-4 in my opponent's favor. So now he's gonna reveal his final Pokemon, being the Alolan Muck. I'm gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to roost up, however, and because I'm thinking that he's just gonna try to crunch, maybe Poison Jab. Unfortunately for me, my opponent is smarter than that, and he just goes for the Toxic. That's gonna weather me down pretty quickly here. And I'm really just gonna have to consider my options, whether I want to try to go for the Flamethrower and maybe burn with the extra damage as well, being base 90, or if I want to go for the base 75 Air Slash, but also have the chance to miss, but also have the chance to get flinch. So I'm just gonna take the latter and go for the Flamethrower, hoping for a burn. unfortunately, I do not get it while my opponent just goes for the stab crunch, and that's going to take me down to, I believe, 53 HP. And I'm just going to go for another flamethrower, you know, just trying to get that burn, and I do finally get it, so that is great for me. Unfortunately, I will go down to the crunch plus toxic damage this turn, so that kind of sucks. It just brings me down to a little bit closer of a score to 3-2 in my opponent's favor at the time. But I'm thinking, okay, now has to be the perfect time to bring out Seeking. I'm going to be able to get my agility up. His crunch won't be able to knock me out, so I should be Gucci to go for a little late game mini sweep right here. I'm going to get the +2 off, and my opponent goes for the Mega Drain, which I should have known because I have Mega Drain on my Lowland Muck. I have no idea why I didn't even think of that. But fortunately enough for me, it does not kill me. He's going to take a little bit more burn damage. I don't think Muck gets any Sucker Punch or anything like that in this generation, so that's fine by me because I'm going to take him out with a Waterfall. So now he's going to send in his Beedrill, his Mega Beedrill I should say, as there's only 5 minutes left on the clock, so it's definitely getting right down to the wire. I'm not sure if I can outspeed him or not. If not, then I lose. If I do, then I might be able to win. My opponent actually did make a misplay here. He should have gone out into the Alone Sand Slash and just gone off an Ice Shard, because I would died upon Stealth Rock entry if I switched out anyway. So that's definitely going to bring the downfall of my opponent, because I'm able to OHKO his Lone Beedrill, and excuse me, I am going to just go for the Waterfall Warm Time, even though I know he's just going to go for Ice Shard, which he definitely should have done in the first place. So let's bring the score down to 1-1. And things are getting kind of scary, because if he can outspeed me, he has the potential to kill me with the Ice Punch. I don't think there's Ice Cold Crash in this game, so just Ice Punch. And I'm just going to go for Psychic because I am modest, and it'll definitely kill it at this point. So, very good game. I am able to live this. I had a lot of fun during this battle. Probably one of the best Let's Go battles I've ever had. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And have a nice day, everyone. Bye.